I know there's been a lot going on here and there. Also, there has been a lot of projects, but I do want to discuss on the Style P Presents project, and why is because he's one of the members of the Locks, and I also haven't heard of Style P's work for a very long time, and I know he has released songs here and there, especially in 2018. There was a song that he released, but I mean, I'll check back to it definitely after this. I'll review because he has showed me that he still got it after this whole lock screw with back then Money Power Respect track, which was it was popping back then. But yeah, anyways, just let's talk about this project. Just get right into it. Full length of the album is only 10 tracks, which a runtime between 30 to 35 minutes because these tracks are over 3 minutes long. I had an issue with the album the second time I heard it because there's three times I listened to the album. I focus on topic, then the production, then the overall experience. As I mentioned, the overall experience would be how I bring all that together and how I personally take it. And personally, I think the production on here is very bland and generic. Not discrediting the man's work. I just feel like this is something I've heard throughout, the entire 90s era, and I feel like I want something new. Like what I got from the third track was something totally new. I absolutely love the vocalist on that track as well, but it was amazing, and I love that sample there. I knew it has to be a sample. There's no way he did it on himself. That was pure art, and I love that third track. Go check it out. It's actually on the playlist. Link in the description down below. Also, if you want to hear this album, link in the description down below for that too. It's actually the first thing you would see on top of my description. But how I personally feel about it, honestly, is just very bland. But there are a lot of good tracks here. Not to give so much hate to this guy because he's been around for decades, and I know people that will see this may think that I don't know anything about music. I mean, what's this? You know what I mean? But I'm not here to, at the end of the day, I do not hate any of these particular artists. I'm just a guy that simply loves music, loves to review music. This is my opinion. You can have your own opinions down below in the comments, but understand that this is my opinion. And my opinion on this album would have to be that it sounds bland over times, but there's nothing wrong with it, of course. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I just keep listening to a lot of music here and there. It's part of my job. It's part of my job to review these music and give my honest opinions. And if you don't like the honest opinion, then you could go ahead and dislike the video. That's just how I feel. But yeah, the project overall is actually pretty solid. I like it, especially the ending of the track. The release before this full project came out was pretty good. That's actually going into my best tracks. There's one song I had an issue with that I didn't like the chorus of the track. I feel like it wasn't going anywhere to the follow up of what was gonna happen, but it didn't. Nothing seemed to happen on that track overall, and that really, it bothered me on that track. And you will see it on the worst tracks, but that's probably the only worst track on the album. Everything else just seemed generic, but not bad. Like I could understand where he's coming from, and that's about it. Honestly, I'm going to give Styles P a presentation 7 out of 10. Although it may sound generic and bland, I really love those powerful lyrics throughout this whole entire project. It makes me feel like I'm back into that era, although I really wish I'd move up a bit. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know how you feel about this project. Link description down below, as I mentioned. To listen to the full length of the album, it's only 10 tracks. Take your time and effort and to listen to it. Also, on discussion week next week, I will talk about Drake on him getting booed. It's unfortunate, especially the biggest rapper of this generation getting booed. I mean, I would have loved to see Drake, overall, and shake hands with the guy because he's my favorite artist. But yeah, and I don't want to sound too biased on that discussion, but you're gonna hear my full opinion on discussion week Monday. Do not miss it. All right, do not miss it. And Billie Eilish new track. Okay, that's also gonna be on discussion week. And yeah, peace.